Hey, Devlin here. I'm about to take a walk down memory lane. Why don't you join me? I love autumn. I love Halloween. I love the cool nights. I like seeing the leaves change and them fall. I like getting ready for Christmas. The shopping, the decorating, the music, that all starts in the late fall for me. I also like Thanksgiving. Now, I'm from Canada, so our Thanksgiving is coming up. And I know if you're an American watching this, yours is a little later, so you're like, why is he talking about Thanksgiving so early? But now you know. I love the big dinners that I used to have with family. I loved the turkey and all the food. I loved hanging out with my family, playing games, just, playing board games, talking, laughing. I loved so much about it. I love talking with my nieces, my nephews. I love making my one niece, Nicole, laugh to the point where she's got drinks coming out of her nose. I know she's going to hate me telling that, but it's a great memory for me. I like how inappropriate we would get at the dinner table to the point where my mother would be just like, oh my God. But me and my brothers could always, get there. And, it would turn into a nice family, like a Waltons or a Little House on the Prairie feel-good Thanksgiving. And then suddenly would talk about boobs or flatulence or something. And those are all great memories. We used to have it always at my parents' house. My dad would cook the turkey and my mother would cook as well. And then when my mother passed, we started going up to my brother Ernie's and his families. And then sometimes even my sister Cheryl would cook dinner for us. And, we'd either do it at Paul's house, or I remember one time they even brought food to my house. We helped a little bit. I'm not the greatest cook, but they brought the turkey and stuff. And I have so many great memories of that. Thanksgiving to me was always just kind of the family feeling, but the food was incredible too. All the different kinds of stuffing. I'm not a big fan of cranberries, but I know a lot of you are. Just gravies and turkeys. And even sometimes the turkey didn't always turn out the greatest. We'd always make the most of it with the extra food or stuff. But for the most part, the food was always amazing. But it's funny, as you grow older, the food still is an important part of it, but you start forgetting the dry turkeys or the moist turkeys or the stuffing that didn't turn out or the potatoes that didn't work. And you remember more the people's laughter, their smiles. As I said, I remember, just doing gross things talking about gross things with my brothers and stuff, and making my nieces and nephews like, oh my God, are they talking about that? And sometimes they'd get into it too. The last couple of years, Mike and I have just decided not to necessarily go up and do a big Thanksgiving. We do still get invited at time and time by our friends, and we will still go. We just decided to make it more for us. And we're not turkey cookers. And so we have had everything from tacos, chicken. I remember us getting one of those rotisserie chickens. We have had Chinese food. I think we have had lots of weird little combinations for it. And for us, it's because as we get older, it's not just about the food. Food is nice, but it's who you surround yourself with. And it also gets a little harder because everybody, when they get older, has jobs. They have boyfriends, girlfriends, wives, husbands, kids. And scheduling starts getting a little crazy. And then there's traveling. There's just so much more. I know my family probably isn't the happiest with me that I don't always attend family get-togethers. I still make a point to get out to see them because they're still very important to me and still have a big part of my heart. But as I get older, I have also created a family. My partner Mike, Corda, Damien, and, some other really great friends that, I hold very close to my heart, and they become my family too. So I still technically spend it with family. But Thanksgiving, I recently went into my work's lunchroom and a couple people were complaining because of this pandemic that they may have to cancel their family Thanksgiving. Or it's not going to be as big and elaborate as it was. And I've even had people in the past say, well, it won't be Thanksgiving because I won't have turkey. Well, Mike and I sometimes don't have turkey. Occasionally we do get invited to friends, and if we have it in our schedule and it's something we want to do, we will go. But it doesn't matter what we eat. What matters is basically us being together. Usually we put on Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving and bite into the tacos or the Chinese food or whatever we have. Then we kind of keep the tradition. We play board games. We watch a movie. Because we know Thanksgiving is not just about food. You can watch many movies, TV specials, and it's always about that big family get-together. But we like to keep it simple because it's all about heart. It says it right in the name, Thanksgiving. You're giving thanks to the things that you have in your life. You're not looking at what you want to get. We all want something, whether it's material or love or whatever. And it's okay. But Thanksgiving is about appreciating what you have. Looking around the table and realizing one day one of those people might not be there. It might even be you. So calling people, wishing them happy Thanksgiving is just as important. Because one day you might not have that opportunity. So this Thanksgiving, keep that in mind. Whether the turkey isn't as big as last year, or maybe not as moist, or maybe you just can't have that many people because of what we're going through in the world. You can still call them, text them, arrange another time to see them. Let them know that not only do you love them, but you're thankful that they're a part of your life. As I'm thankful for you being a part of my life and watching this memory lane. Happy Thanksgiving.